10 lessons from training leaders over 45 years. Lesson number 1. It's a war. Not everyone survives to the end. You have to deal with your stuff and stay in close relationship if you're going to survive. Isolation, that's death. The people you're training got to learn that. Lesson number 2. Those who are constant learners and ask everyone lots of questions, those are the ones that do well and are fruitful. They read books. They call up mentors and leaders. They evaluate their progress. They learn from their mistakes. Those who don't do those things don't do well. Number 3. You have to keep leaders on a learning curve by giving them regular increases in responsibility or new challenges. When they're feeling a little stretched, that's when they learn the most. Give them room to grow if you're training people. If you don't, they'll either leave or get bored and make trouble. Lesson number 4. People learn most by doing. They learn a bit by seeing something new. And they learn the least by merely hearing, like this talk. Lesson number 5. The first step in training leaders is to make a thorough evaluation of where they are, an evaluation of their giftings, their personality, their character, and also where they're going, their callings, their goals. You can't effectively train people if you don't know where they are or where they're going. And you can't train them for a gift they don't have. But you can train and enhance what they do have if their character and availability are good. That's going to require serious prayer, and sometimes a formal testing process can be helpful to get the evaluation right. Lesson number 6. In a formal relationship, it's necessary to make all the expectations clear on and from both sides. The lack of clearly communicated expectations often leads to frustration, disappointment, and conflict. Not fun. Lesson number 7. If you're going to train leaders from other cultures than your own, you have to study how leadership works in their cultural context, and then you have to make intentional efforts to bridge the gap between their culture and yours. The natural tendency that we have is to look for and train leaders who are the easiest and most accessible. And that's going to turn out to be those who are part of your own culture. If we're going to have diverse churches, we need to have diverse leadership. And you have to get beyond that to get it. It's going to take extra effort, extra wisdom, and extra intentionality. Number 8. You can only effectively train leaders for whom you have faith. You have to really believe in them and in their potential. And when you do believe in them and it's communicated and demonstrated, it's powerful. When that kind of faith is present, hidden or suppressed potential can be unlocked in a life-changing way. Lesson number 9. Leadership training can start in the early teen years, like 11 or 12 years old. Let the youth group have some of their own leaders. Invest in the ones that have initiative, commitment, and character. Over time, those folks will likely become some of the best leaders the church has, the pillars of the church. Finally, lesson number 10. One of the best ways to train leaders is to take them with you. Take them with you to what you do, to take them to pastoral calls, take them to speaking engagements, take them to strategy meetings, take them to board meetings, whatever, anything you can, take them with you, and then discuss it all afterwards so they can learn from it. And that really works well.